Hello. How are you?
Hello, everybody.
Welcome,
Welcome to
welcome.
the Hood Conservative.
Happy Monday. You're right. Oh, let me go to the nevermarrieddating.com. All righty then.
Okay, well then don't get married. I feel you sometimes.
nevermarrieddating.com.
I feel
Huh?
you sometimes on that. I feel you.
Welcome everybody to the Hood Conservative Podcast. I'm Laverne Spicer, the co-host right here, Travian.
Hello,
And
hello. Your hair looking cute, Laverne. Ah. Well, I'm hoping we can see the comments today because on Thursday I couldn't see the comments and the comments were booming. I saw after the show was over. So hopefully, G Mark will get to see the comments and maybe not in that little bitty box because it's so small we can't see it.
can you see it today?
I saw the notgetmarried.com person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Listen, y'all, thank you all for joining us tonight on the Hood Conservative podcast. Um, and we would love to hear from you, please. All right, come on in this Trump gets last laugh today. Okay. Trump gets last laugh today. Okay, whatever that means. Okay.
I
Come on in
know.
the
Let
room.
me find out real quick.
Come on in the room. Come on in the room, y'all. And retweet the show. We see y'all
Surprise.
are in.
Monday
Retweet the
night
show.
edition.
Huh?
I said surprise Monday night edition of the Hood
Monday
Conservative.
night edition. This is a special, y'all. This is the Monday night edition. So let's get this thing rolling. G, just play anything you got. I know you got like a long list of topics, and there's so
Awesome.
much going on always in this country. So G, just play something for us. I don't care what it is.
Murdered last night at a party in what they say was a dispute over a piece of chicken.
My brother died on my lap, and I couldn't do nothing about it.
The family tells the story this way. Last night there was a cookout in the Hillside Road neighborhood. About 10 to 20 people were there. Then came an argument. An argument over that piece of chicken. They say a man about 24 years old, a man that the Hart family knew, pulls out a knife and stabs Ernest Hart in the neck.
As man, all of us turned around, all we seen was blood just dripping from my little brother, and he fell to the ground.
But this whole argument started over
A piece of chicken.
Ernest Hart was one of 8 children. Ernest Sr. is his dad. He says he knows the suspect. You know the guy.
Yes, I know him. He used to come to my house all the time.
Why would he kill your son?
I had no idea.
Well, I don't know what to say about that one because not over a piece of chicken. Imagine your time on this earth was cut short for a piece of chicken by somebody you all knew.
And
Um,
somebody that you allowed to come into your house. This is such a sad situation because in today's world, so many people are still having big families. Very like, I mean, this man said he had 8 kids, you know, and I think that sometimes in some of these neighborhoods, people should really work together to help each other. I mean, if he have 8 kids, of course he need help. Maybe the chicken got a little short. I don't know. But, sorry that this little boy lost his life for a piece of damn chicken. That is like totally ridiculous in a rich country that we live in, like the United States, and people are still fighting for things like that.
I mean, if I saw the headline on this story without seeing the person, I would 100% bet that black person was a black person, because I've seen the fights at like Popeyes, and it's a
All right.
ridiculous it's a ridiculous situation, because I've seen people fight over chicken. When that Popeyes chicken sandwich came out, and that was during COVID, and they were still fighting like cats and dogs over a chicken sandwich. So yeah, I've seen it before. Hey there, grills,
Mike E and
grills
Grilly Grilly
NYC.
Mac, Grilly at whatever.
Really?
So I've also one time we was doing a food distribution in the senior buildings, and these people were like in their 80s and 90s, and we had like about one box of donuts left, and this is a true story. So one of the seniors grabbed the donuts, but the other old lady wanted it, and she was like, "Bitch, give me them damn donuts," you know. And this is for real. And they was getting to fight over a box of donuts. So stories like this, is very real, and unfortunately things like this happen. But anyway, moving on. G, what else we got?
And thank you to all of the 1,000 plus of you who have joined us on this special edition of Good Conservative Monday Night.
Woohoo! This one getting ready to get a little exciting.
Normally on a Friday, the Everglades would be so quiet, but right now the hills are alive with the sound of construction. Joining us right now is Governor Ron DeSantis here in the great state of Florida. You came up with this idea in the last couple of weeks, right? For Alcatraz or alligator Alcatraz. Explain it.
Well, when you want to have deportation of illegal aliens, there's a process the DHS has to go through to vet, to process, and then to stage them for removal.
Right.
And, we've got jails, and our sheriffs and police are working. The state of Florida is all in on President Trump's mission. And obviously, you have ICE operations, but that's not enough. And so there needs to be more ability to intake, process, and then deport. So this answers that. This is going to be able to have more than 3,000 illegals can be processed through here. We've got a massive runway right behind us where any of the federal assets, if they want to fly these people back to their home country, they can do it one-stop shop.
So where will the migrants come from? And we should point out, we're about 50.
So, alligator Alcatraz. So, I guess if it is that they want to try to escape from this illegal alien holding facility, there's alligators all the way around the facility. But this is the thing. I think they got that wrong, because, hey there, girls basketball class of 2028. I think they got that wrong, because alligators actually shy away from people. It's actually crocodiles that'll snap out on anything. So it would be interesting to see how that, if somebody was able to escape, because alligators actually shy off from people. I think they should have put crocodiles in that water.
Sometimes because here in Florida we got them bold motherfuckers. They walk up to your door and knock on that motherfucker. Especially if you on a golf course, they will walk up. They'll walk in your backyard. They'll knock on your damn door and ring the doorbell and wait on your ass to come out there. Okay, go try to pet them motherfuckers and you will get missing because they will
Woo!
drag you. Okay,
Wow.
so we yeah, we got some different things going on here. But I'm gonna say this. I mean, it's like 500,000 Haitians that are getting ready to get deported. You
Right.
know, and it's sad in a sense, but if you're gonna come into this country, I feel like you should do it legally. You should do it the legal way. And I mean, I know that their country is in turmoil and it's in really horrible shape. Okay. So, but you do have Canada out here that's asking people to please come to their country and they're willing to pay you to go there.
Right.
So, just don't concentrate on how fucked up Haiti is right now, because there's always a solution. And like I always tell people, don't focus on the problem. Let's look at what the solution. There's always a solution, you know. And there is a silver lining in this. You know, maybe you don't want to go back to Haiti, but hell, Canada is asking any and everybody to please come there, and they're willing to pay y'all to do so. I mean, it was an article out about it. So, you know, holler at them. Holler at them. And
I mean, it was crazy because how do you allow a 500,000 Haitians to skip the immigration line? They came in, I mean, to them, they came in here legally because they were actually allowed to come over here. Right now, if you look at it, when you get into a Uber, when you get into a Lyft, they're all like Haitian, and it's a different type of situation because they don't really care about the customer service of it. It's like, yeah, I'm here. There's nothing you can do about it. And they treat you like that when they're your driver. So now
right.
I don't even feel bad when y'all got to get your asses up out of here because guess what? You didn't respect the people who were here when you got here, the people who paid taxes. So I'm actually happy because I've been mistreated by them. So I want them gone.
Well, you know, um, y'all saw that Alcatraz, that alligator Alcatraz thing, and you know, that's serious business because once you're there, you're not gonna be able to haul ass and run for the border. Not
Right.
unless you got some super powers that you can do something with them alligators and pythons. I would advise y'all to stay inside of those trailers and just don't even think about it. You know, don't get no bright ideas about leaving them shits because let me tell you something. Here in Florida, our governor Ron DeSantis does not fuck around. He means business, okay? So we get, as you see, we're not playing here in Florida. So sorry about what's gonna happen, but you know, time to go.
Sayonara,
Time's up, time to go.
sayonara. Ooh, what's this one?
Oh yeah, they protesting the alligator
We have to advocate
Alcatraz.
for all of us. And I don't know if any of you have prayed to a spiritual place, or maybe you go to church to find that spiritual place, or wherever your spiritual place is. Find it in your hearts to pray for these people who are lost so that they can become human beings again. Because we need, if they're human beings again, this will stop.
They're
Well,
gonna
you know,
they're gonna protest
it's
every.
all about doing it the legal way. It's all about doing it the right way. That's all. You know, just do it the legal way. Just do it the right way. And they already said y'all got to go, so y'all need to go get y'all business and shit in order. You know what I'm saying? You know you got to go. Don't be procrastinating about this shit, thinking you got time because time is not on your side right now. So now's the time for you to go get your business in order. Okay. So Travia, okay, now I want to talk about girls basketball class. And if you are up here, please retweet, 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 retweet. So girls basketball say it's so sad and never discussed by Democrats that black people treat other black people worse than any other group does. Black
Facts,
on black crime is the
facts,
biggest problem. And that
facts,
is the truth. That is the truth. Them motherfuckers don't have no respect.
none.
You can't say shit to them without them getting an attitude, especially in Miami. Okay, we're like notorious for that shit. Them motherfuckers, I mean, it is really, really horrible. You know, they don't want to help each other because they always want to talk all this shit about the white man. But why y'all motherfuckers can't work together to help each other? That's a whole problem. You know, if it's like the Willie Lynch syndrome and crabs in the bucket fucking attitude. You
That's
know,
all it
if
is.
they see you with something, you know, they are envious, they are jealous, you know. If you even if you're a woman and you dress up, you know, you take pride in yourself. Oh, that bitch thinks she cute.
All the time, all the time.
All the time.
It's not even
So
that. It's like they would rather, and I say the difference in between black people in New York and black people in Chicago is this: like, you could have four corners and there's a drug dealer on every corner. So in New York, this one corner, this drug dealer is hot. Like, he's getting all the money. He's made all his money for that day. And so he's getting ready to leave. What does he do? He whistles over to the dude on the other corner and say, "Hey man, come over here. It's hot." In Chicago, you'll have that same situation. This guy is ready to leave, made all his money for the day, and he'll yell at the other three and say, "Y'all bet not come over here on my territory." And that's the difference in between black people in New York and black people in Chicago. And that's why you see the growth of Harlem. Chicago used to have a hood and a community of black wealth and, style and class, but it was that mentality, which is the reason why Chicago has not, it's only digressed, it hasn't progressed. And this is why you see Bill Clinton coming in and buying up Harlem. Now you go and you want to buy a condo in Harlem. I looked at one 6 months ago. It was $3 million in the middle of the hood. So black people, it depends on where you are, what the mentality of black people are. Because when you go to like Vermont, that mentality of black people, it's not that crazy. It's when you start coming south and when you start in the Midwest, I don't know how that happens, meaning that all of these black people had to migrate from the south into places like they call Chicago the promised land, because they all transferred, out of slavery from Mississippi into Chicago. But I don't know how the Midwest became so um, ratchet with black people and the mentality, because you would think it would be different. But I think by far the mentality of East Coast black people is a lot more sophisticated than the rest of the country.
Especially when it comes to the Southern Belle type of things, like in the Carolinas, Georgia, Virginia. When you go there, and I was just there last week, the people are so friendly. Everybody speaks like they've been knowing you all of their life. Hi, how are you doing? You can't do that here in Miami. They'll say, "Well, what the fuck wrong with you?" These people are ratchet as hell. They're not like that. But in the Carolinas, everybody is so friendly. They're nice. They just show you that love and Southern hospitality, and they make you feel right at home, whether you know them or not.
Right.
So there's quite a big difference, especially on my end. But anyway, moving on. So, and she said, black people treat other black people worse than any other group. Black on
No
black
doubt
crime
about
is
it.
the biggest problem. And
No
then they
doubt about
always want to talk about the white man. Everything is the white man's fault. And I never could understand that, because when I used to hear guys especially say that, "Well, it's the white man's fault. I can't get no job. It's the white man's fault." You know, but you the one laying in the bed all day. You the one want to stay home and smoke weed all day. You know, and you the one don't want to do nothing. It starts with the man in the mirror.
it.
It's not
Right.
the white man's fault. You gotta apply yourself, and you gotta set goals, and you got to want to do something with your life as a young person. So how's that the white man's fault?
I mean, it's just an excuse at this point, because if you look at it, the internet has leveled the playing field. Crypto has leveled the playing field. AI has leveled the playing field. There's no excuse for black
Excuses.
people to say anything is the cost of them not being able to be successful or succeed in their lifetimes. All of the utensils and the books are there, the technology is there. You don't need to start investing with crypto with a lot of money. You can start with $100 and grow it. Do your research, get busy. Black people need to find they're in this crazy juxtaposition to where, oh, well, we're the kings and queens, but yet it's the white man's fault we can't make money. Like, that part just makes me look at black people like, okay, maybe you do deserve to be at the bottom of the totem pole with the mentality that you have, because blaming whether it's white people or now it's the illegals and the Mexicans, it's always somebody that we're blaming. And it serves the results serve showing the economic wealth of black families, and how it is so low compared to every other culture in this country. And so
Yep. But the thing is, like, when you see the Hispanic community, they work together. They
they'll
work
live 11
together.
deep in
They
a
can come in the
household.
hood and take a raggedy ass house. All of them are spending the night in there, and when the morning comes, they have redone the kitchen, the bathroom, painted tile, and this house is like ready to go because they work together. But we as black people, we have a problem with working with one another.
Right.
So until we learn how to work together, and that's what it's going to take. We got to learn how to work together.
It's going to
There's
be a
no
weird
excuse, people.
dynamic. If there
No
if there
excuse.
if there's some type of catastrophic event in this country, it's just going to be mayhem, because all of those people who now live, below poverty line, imagine that trickle up crime that's going to hit the rest of the country, even those with money. Because when, everybody's scattering and fighting for food or survival, that crime will trickle up. So while we, have these things to say about the black population and how they live in poverty, um, I think what we're not realizing is the effect that it always has eventually on, the upper echelon population. We don't really talk about that because none of us really want to, accept the fact that this crime is trickling up. Nobody's safe. You go to Chicago, and it on the most expensive street in the city, Oak Street. I had a friend, Michelle Love. Her husband was sitting in his car outside of Prada at the street light. Guy just came up, rolled up on him, pow, 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 pow. And fortunately, all the bullets went behind his head. This is what's
Wow.
happening in Chicago. I was in Bloomingdale. Four dudes came in with masks, just bust open the cash register in broad daylight. This is what's happening. This is in the most wealthy, the highest tax district in the state. So, none of us are safe from it. But what do we do about it when you have people who don't want to get out and do anything to better themselves? What do
Because
we
some of them are so afraid. And I tell, especially for the older population, I always tell them it's a life. You need life is to be lived. Life is to be enjoyed. Not sitting in your damn house all day and be scared to come outside because you think somebody wants you. Don't nobody want you. Nobody. Bring your ass on out the door. Talk to people, socialize. When I'm out at night, I see so many older people that don't look like us out enjoying themselves, out
I feel
enjoying
like
themselves.
that is me. You know what? No matter what color they are, if they out there enjoying themselves, that's me. I don't care what color you are, but I'm gonna live that life. I live that
Thank
life.
you.
I work
Thank you.
for it.
I'm not going to be scared and stay in the house all damn day. That shit ain't going to happen.
No, absolutely not. And it shows. I think education is really the greatest divide. A lot of these people can't even read past third grade, literature. So we can't expect them to come into society and play ball in the big leagues because they're not equipped and they don't have the utensils to do it. Now, I haven't heard anything out of this administration coming out. Normally we would hear from Trump, some type of financial wealth bill, for to help, underprivileged black people, underprivileged people in poverty-driven, societies. We haven't heard jack from Trump coming out of
Well,
this.
I hope that he puts together something in that big beautiful bill to
Ain't
really help
nothing
the
in
people
that. Ain't
because
nothing in it. There's
people
nothing.
really need the help. You just can't come and cut off like everything, especially for the ones that have worked and paid the way. And I'm
Yep.
talking about the elderly population. You know,
Yep.
that's what I'm talking about. Also, I want to mention with girls basketball, she's talking about the identification thing that the
Mhm.
Democrats always throw up, saying
It's a
that black people cannot get an ID and all that type of stuff. I don't know why. Some people may not have an ID, but there are always different ways, especially here, because they always set up different community events to help people get their driver's license or get their ID. So even if they don't have the funds available to pay for them, there's always a way that they can get it done.
I
So we know
promise
that that's something that the Democrats always use, to play their little games.
I promise you, the people that don't have ID aren't the people that are trying to vote. I guarantee you, those are the people that are down on Skid Row in LA doing whatever they need to do to live out on the street, get their fix or whatever it is. Those people aren't trying to go to the polls because guess what? They don't have an address to be registered to vote at. So Democrats have taken that excuse and made it into a huge agenda, and it's just not true. It's never been true. If these same people get their social security benefits or if they get food stamps, they have to have identification to go
They
into those
have to,
welfare
because you
offices.
cannot go in there without it.
So they all have ID. You know what I'm saying? So I don't believe anything that they come up with that within that agenda.
LGBTQIA plus New Yorkers are under attack in two key ways. The first is from an affordability crisis on the inside, and the second is from Donald Trump's administration from the outside. And in this moment, we need a mayor that will stand up to meet both of those crises. And ultimately, what we are facing is the frontrunner of this race being Andrew Cuomo, someone who thinks we lost the general election, in his words, because we talked too much about bathrooms and sports teams. And ultimately, what that reflects is a willingness within our own party to betray trans and queer New Yorkers and Americans, to deflect from the responsibility our party has to face up that we actually betrayed working class people so long ago and we're finally paying the bill. So what I offer in this campaign is a clarity of purpose, the courage and the conviction that is needed in order to make the most expensive city in the United States affordable and to ensure that we protect each and every New Yorker as we stand up to Washington, D.C.
He talks a good game. I mean,
So
if we're really trying to help America, in a lot of ways, a lot of his rhetoric is spot on. Now, his agenda, I had to look into this man because I didn't know anything about him until everybody got mad because he won the primary. But his agenda I don't like because it reeks of different socialist views. But his rhetoric towards New Yorkers who live in the most expensive city in the country, they live in boxes. The kitchen sink and the bathroom are in the same room for $3,000 a month.
and
His
it's about a
rhetoric is
whole
correct.
200 square foot.
Exactly. His rhetoric is correct. Now, what his agenda is, from what I've looked at, it's not all bad, but it reeks of a lot of socialism, and I'm not really cool with that because I tell everybody I'm an equal capitalist society. I mean, I'm an equal opportunity capitalist. So I just, I feel like the platform is there for everybody to get up and get out and get it. And whether you choose to or not, that's going to be on you. And for those who can do it, I won't have that pity. I won't have that concern or worry or remorse. I don't, because I get up every day if I go to sleep and I get out and I get it. So we have our elderly that we have to take care of. Nobody talks about them. We have,
Because everything is all about the trans community and
you
the
know,
pride community. And I'm so sick of that. And he said the conviction that is needed. The conviction that is needed is one that should be about putting the kids first. Okay, the kids should come first. Everything shouldn't be about the trans community. And I'm so sick of all this pride stuff and everything being about the LGBT, all FG community. You know, we need to prioritize things when putting the seniors first, the kids, and the people that really need it the most, you know. And they need to stop that attack on the kids. If you got to be, I'm gonna say it again, 20, 18 to buy a pack of cigarettes,
Yep.
21 to go to the clubs, why is it that the left feels that it's okay for a kid that's in elementary school to make their own decisions about what sex that they choose to be? This
Exactly.
should not be the case at all, period, point blank. And I also don't agree with him with what he's saying about uh, releasing all the prisoners from
Def-
prison.
Definitely not.
Definitely not.
I didn't even
Now,
see
if
that.
he release them, I wonder is he gonna like it when they come knocking at his door.
I have not seen that part of his policy, but if that's the case, you know, we, I'm sure most likely, since he's caused all this mayhem, Eric Adams will, all of the big donors will come in and support Eric Adams because now he's pissed off the Jews and he eats with his hands and he's a socialist or a communist and he's a Muslim. So this is what he's fighting now. But what I will say, if he wins the general, everybody's going to have to sit the fuck down because that means New Yorkers came out in droves, uncontested on what they wanted for New York. And just like everybody's saying, oh, we need to change the law to where these people can't run for office. No, you can't do that because of this man who won. If you wanted to do that, you should have done it when Ilhan Omar won. But
And she's one that definitely need to go, but she
right,
already don't fill her district with everybody that looks like her and talk like her from Somalia. So that's basically a done deal. You
yeah, you
know,
can't hate on it.
how was that even allowed to happen in the first place? You know, she just need to go, and she needs to take Jasmine Rocket Socket with her. She
But
needs to go
the
to
thing was this:
Sheldon.
they
I
knew.
hope you win. I really hope you win because y'all please support Sheldon
Told it down.
Daniels.
Yeah.
He's running against Jasmine Crockett, and we really need her out of that seat.
But
Okay,
the thing is they knew that she married her brother,
brother.
and they allowed her to run knowing that. So when you have and this is, we're talking, Minnesota or wherever she's at, I can't, Michigan. Um,
Minnesota.
is it Minnesota? Okay, so it's
Yeah.
like it's Democrat run. So when you have these Democrat run states who control their elections, there's absolutely nothing that we will be able to do about it. And by right, we shouldn't even be talking about the New York election because we don't live in New York. So it's like the man worked his ass off. He won the primary. He won fair and square by a landslide. But you can't hate on him because he's using the American dream. And we got black people who've been up in here their whole life, 4 or 5 generations, and still haven't used it. So we can't be hating on this man. We might not like his policies, but we can't hate on him. The man
Well,
did
we're
what he
gonna
was
see
supposed
what
to do.
happens.
He
We're
did
gonna
what he was
see
supposed
what
to do.
happens.
You know, I
And,
hate that they people.
and
That's he's the story because of who he is, and not that he actually ran a great race and he won by a landslide. It's identity politics, and it keeps happening. And we'll see. Like you
and
said,
that
we don't see.
and that is always the problem, identity politics.
You know,
We would like to thank everybody for joining us tonight. Hello, y'all, and we see all these people that are in the audience. Please retweet the show. Give us a shout out. Let us, we want to see your comments.
hit
We
the
want to
comment.
hear from you guys.
Hit the
We want to
comment.
hear from you guys. I see you
I
girls basketball
love
class.
New
We
York,
see y'all,
but
but we want to hear from you all.
I love New York, but they're voting for their own demise. Hopefully, the brainwash, or
It's
happily,
full
the
effect
brainwashing is in full effect. It's happening
so
everywhere, and it's easier.
everywhere. So
It's
G, G, can you roll a clip, please?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Matthew Gagliotti, and I'm the head of the Justice Department's Criminal Division. Thank you all for joining us today as we announce the largest coordinated healthcare fraud takedown in the history of the Department of Justice. Today marks a decisive moment in our fight to protect American taxpayers from fraudsters and to defend the integrity of America's healthcare system. We are announcing today charges against 324 defendants for their alleged participation in healthcare fraud schemes involving approximately $14.6 billion in false claims submitted to Medicare, Medicaid, and other healthcare programs.
Is your friend involved in that?
Oh,
I can't remember her name.
oh girl. I don't think so.
Okay.
I know who you're talking about, but I don't think so.
Okay.
But you know, I'm just waiting for more information to come out
Right.
because I would like to really know more about that. And they really didn't go into detail too much about, what the charges are. So I really would like I said, more details.
I mean,
More details on that one.
it's a
I mean,
big
we know it's fraud, but we don't know
right.
like the particulars, everything that's involved with it.
We talking about $14 billion. They was all
14 billion
they were all involved, and no matter if you were involved just a little bit or you were the ringleader, you are going to jail.
to the big house, baby.
This one's not a joke because Medicare is already broke. So the fact that you all decided to squander and gallivant with, the, claims, you deserve everything you get. You thought you was hitting a lick, you about to get licked on. Go sit yourself in a cell.
14 billion.
$14 billion. You're out of here. There's no question. Every last one, and then some of them gonna snitch on the other one, so they all going down.
Oh my God.
I mean, it was everywhere. Just gay, gay, naked, naked. It was all. This was one weekend. I'm glad I was really working the whole time because I didn't have to run across the mess that was happening in downtown, all throughout the parks. It's like they've taken over something that is not what they're. I don't even know what the agenda is anymore because
I don't even think they know what the agenda is.
we've all
It's just to walk around naked and parade their naked ass across
it's
the
so sad.
United States with no
It's so
clothing on. What is the purpose? What is the agenda? What are you trying to accomplish?
I don't know what they're trying to accomplish anymore. I was actually when I was working, we took a break from filming, and I was sitting next to a guy. Unbeknownst to me, he was 100% cooperative in his 9-year-old son's Ian becoming a 9-year-old girl trans named Hazel, and he is the one who is actually making sure that his son gets the funding to have
Ooh, Lord.
the surgeries. He's been on all of the different hormones, and I'm sitting next to him, and I didn't know that the guy was going through this with his son. But I said, "Oh, I'm so happy I'm here, and I don't have to be bothered with all them gays and them trannies." I said it, and he looked at me crazy, and that's when one of the um, assistant district directors of photography called me in the back and said, "Hey, he's about to turn his son into a girl named Hazel at 9.
Uh,
So, I look, it it's a pop, and for me, the only thing I can make sense of all of it with is a population control situation. That's the only, because all of the other flashy shit, all of it, they're a small portion of the population, so they don't have all the power. These media engines and these PR, stunts that they continue to pull, it makes it seem like they're a lot bigger and they're a lot more populous and they have a lot more power. That's not
it,
true. They're a
it's
very
just
small.
wickedness in high places.
Right. It's just they're
Wickedness.
very small in the populace numbers, but these grandiose, because all of your Hollywood is gay. They're all gay. I don't care. They're all gay. The women have all licked the twat of a woman. They've all done it. Like, that's the biggest reason why I left Hollywood, is because of that. They will try and pull you into any which way doing. And if you want to go high in that career, that's what you're going to have to do. But not on the church. Not on the church.
Oh my God. I rebuke you, you little demon.
Not on the church.
Oh my God. Nothing is sacred anymore.
I
Why
don't.
will all of them gather there to watch that? Anybody know why?
Well, let me tell
Please
you
let
why.
us know.
Let me tell you why. Back when I was working in Hollywood and with all the gay stuff, I was like, yeah, let's go celebrate Pride. Let's go. Because it was just the thing to do, because it's the wild, free, no discipline. I can do what I want. That's the mentality of that. And that's what they're pushing on our kids from kindergarten through college. So I get what it is, because I was around that. And yeah, you get out there and you wave your flag and watch the drag queens come down singing, and you jam into the music. The vibe is contagious. But when you sit down and you really think about it, and you figure out, when you start really seeing through all of the demonic vibes that are everywhere, and I mean, you can't escape it. It's like, oh, my friends, or my director's getting married. He's marrying his partner. Like, there's no way around it. It's everywhere. And so I ended up having to leave it. Like, in my opinion, Kanye was the safest person to work with of all time, because he was just such a stand-up, respectful, intelligent, brilliant mind that really wanted to do things the right way all the time, to perfection. That's Kanye West. So outside of that, I would never go back to working in Hollywood. I'll work with legends now, because they don't have to go through all of that nonsense to be successful. Their whole career, they've been successful, and you can't take that away from them. So the way I've gotten around that is working with legends.
Thank God.
You know.
Okay, G, we need a clip.
Excuse me. Sorry to interrupt you. Sorry to interrupt you.
It's all right. It's all
I'm
right.
sorry to interrupt you, brother.
Guys, keep shouting me.
I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Just leave, bro. Just leave.
Oh, okay.
Just leave. I don't like
So,
white
What
people.
do you
I
want to
tell
know?
you straight away. I don't
What?
like white people.
So what are you doing here then?
So go. Just go.
What are you doing here then? It's a white country, sir.
Yeah, this guy shouting.
You hate white people.
He makes you.
He hates white people, everybody. This man here, he hates white people. That's what you just said. He hates white people.
Just bro, go.
You say you hate white people. You hate white people. This man just said to me that he hates white people. This man, he says he won't talk to me because I'm white. He hates white people. This man here. Say it
Okay,
again.
G, you
Just
can
bro,
cut
Say it
that
again.
clip. We
Just
got
go.
it.
No,
I mean, it's his right. You go on X
It's
right now.
prerogative. Who gives a shit?
It's his right. You know, we don't get. I don't get in a tizzy when people say, "Oh, Islam is the devil and Muslims have to go," or when people get on here, Laverne, you only like, whatever name they gonna call you. Who gives a fuck? Nobody gives a
Gives a
fuck.
fuck.
That white man needed attention. You know what I'm saying? They're okay, so he don't like you. He don't like white people. And what are you going to do about it? And he could never do anything about it but make some noise, which is not in the end game going to make a difference. So,
At the
I
end of the day, it is what it is.
it
So
is what it is. And the guy that was in concert at Glastonbury, who was yelling "Death to the IDF," which is the secret forces in Israel, and now they've canceled his U.S. visa. They've canceled his U.S. tour. What happened to free speech? Like, I just want to know. And why is it that we are doing the dirty work of another country? He didn't say death to President Trump. He didn't say death to Americans. What the fuck are we doing? That ain't none of our goddamn business. And it's fucked up because that should let everybody know you are next. Anything they don't want you to say or do, they're going to try and take away your livelihood from you for another foreign entity.
escalating. If Miss Kamala Raggedy ass would have got in that seat, that shit would have been expedited to the highest.
I'm just saying, man. Look,
Thank
we got
God we have been unburdened by what
what
may
has been.
have been.
We got
Hallelujah.
Trump, we got Trump in that office, and we did it how Dana White said, in glorious fashion. We got Trump elected. What we do need to see, because I will still call Trump a lame duck president, meaning he doesn't have to run for election again. So he really doesn't care what he has to do or what he used to do. When we had the platinum plan coming in 2016 or 2020. We had a plan before that. We had opportunity zones. We had all of this coming from President Trump in these previous administrations. But now, since he doesn't have to run anymore, now since he's not accountable because he's not up for reelection, we don't see that from him. And that's why I just want, I'm not here to follow Trump blindly. I'm here to hold Trump accountable because he's the president. I worked to help get him elected. Now, true, I had skin in the game, but this was even before 2020, I was with you. I was riding with you, dog. Why you switch up on us? Where's that same go getter Trump? I care about this. I care about black people. Where's that Trump? Because we ain't heard you say nothing.
I don't
Absolutely.
know where it's at, but I tell you this, I'd rather see him in that seat any day than have Kamala in there.
No question about that. No question about. But that doesn't mean we don't hold him accountable. That's all I'm saying. It's like, look, put that same fire in the iron that you had in
Officials.
2016 and 2020.
All
Where's
the
it at?
elected officials need to be held accountable. And I
Speak on it.
always said that. And I always
Speak on
said that, even with the local ones.
it. Yep.
That's one thing that people, especially us, we have the tendency to not hold our elected officials' feet to the fire, y'all. And that's very important, holding their feet to the fire.
Because once you let them run you over, they're going to keep running you over, and they're going to run you over faster and more frequently. So if you don't put, a dagger, in the heart of that evil that they can, consistently, use the American people to invoke what their agendas are, you're not even gonna survive it. Like you're gonna turn around and look and say how it always is said. How did we get here? How did this happen? Because your weak ass wouldn't fight back. So that's what I'll tell you. Don't follow anybody blindly because wrong is wrong, no matter who's at the helm of it. And that's what I said. And further, how we just gonna diss Tucker Carlson and Steve Bannon and Candace Owens and Elon Musk? What we doing? Like, who the fuck are y'all? Like, these people were the fiercest loyalists to this president. These people really got this man, helped to get this man elected, stood by him, helped push his agendas. And now, since they disagree with particular parts of President Trump's agenda, they're bad people. Let's cancel them. Y'all would have been the best fucking Nazis out there. Y'all some dumb motherfuckers. Because y'all don't. How do you do that? And it's like the Tea Party now. MAGA is the Tea Party, and you saw the destruction of the Tea Party. That's what's happening to MAGA right now. The party is dead because you're strong, intelligent loyalists. You've forgone them for something that the president said his entire campaign that he wasn't going to do. These people spoke up about it, and now look. So stop following people blindly. Y'all talk about free thinking and use your own mind. Y'all don't even have your own mind. Because if that's the case, y'all would respect their differences of opinion and still welcome them just like you did a month and a half ago. But no, y'all would be the best Nazis out there. The white conservative party, MAGA, y'all would be the best Nazis out there because you're
Well,
showing
I think the best Nazi are them fucked up liberals that have a fucked
on
up
both sides.
mentality. And those are the ones that make the best Nazis, which they already
On both
run the
sides.
damn game anyway.
On both sides.
But
It's on both
but
sides. But I'm
Carlene,
talking about
thank you
who
for
we're.
reposting this stream. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. And for everybody else that's reposting this stream, thank you very much. You know, teeth and tongue, I always heard people say teeth and tongue fall out. But the most important thing at the end of the day is for Trump and everybody else to work together to save this country and what is left of it. You know, what is left of it? Because we know they have a very communist agenda that's working from the inside to destroy this country. Kamala and the left. But at the end of the day, we must make America the strongest country and keep the economy going and everything else to get it right back on track to the way it used to be. So, shit happens.
Yep.
But still, I mean, whether they fall out, whether they hate each other tomorrow, I think they all need to just find that common ground where they can agree on anything to help this country stay strong, stay focused, because I feel like, you know, we it's just all fucked up right now. So right now we just need everybody to clear their fucking minds, take a
If you
deep
got
breath
one,
and fucking breathe and work together for the good of the people.
exactly.
Play a
Well,
clip, G.
An African man and a white trash woman to give birth to this wicked spirit called Barack Hussein Obama. Barack's father did what 70% of all black men do. Run off and leave and don't support. He is not black. He's white trash. He's white trash. Barack Hussein Obama is white trash. I hate Barack Hussein Obama, who is nothing but a long-legged devil right out of the pit of hell. And if you don't mind my saying it, Jesus hates him too. You got children you haven't taken care of. And if you can't take care of your own children, how can you then say you're ready to choose a president to take care of the nation?
well, he hates Barack Hussein Obama with a passion, and Jesus hates him too.
One thing I'm gonna say about this pastor, he is very outspoken. If you go to his Twitter page, he has a lot of videos and he's very outspoken because when it comes to a lot of the churches, a lot of the pastors, they're very quiet. They don't want to offend anyone. They don't want to say the wrong thing. So they choose to just sit back and stay out of it. But for him, that's not the case. And the same thing with Gino Jones. Gino Jones is another one.
I mean, I think pastors should be outspoken since politicians use them in the worst way. One thing I do know is like Governor Prisker, J.B. Prisker, when it's time for him to run for reelection, he'll call Jesse White, the former Secretary of State, and say, "Hey, Jesse, can you take me around to all the black churches?" And they'll do 5 churches on a Sunday for like 3 months. They'll hit every black church in the Chicago area, in the state of Illinois. They will do it. And I think it's good that this pastor is not riding anybody's boat. He's preaching it as it is, as best as he knows for his, his congregation, and I think that's good. And for him to say it as a black man, I think it should hold more weight because this is a black man who's more experienced in life. Maybe not on terms of being a president, but as far as just trying to rear people in a congregation in his community the right way, I think what he says should hold some weight, should hold more weight actually. So I'm happy he can say it. The man spoke for Jesus. He said, and I know Jesus hates him too. That's big. That's big for a pastor to say because, everybody will say, well, what would Jesus do? Well, he just told you what Jesus is going to do. He said, Jesus don't like Barack Obama. So I'm like, okay, that's what it is. But,
Well,
kudos to him. Kudos to him. Good for him.
yeah, I'm just glad to see that we have pastors that are speaking out because, a lot of them really didn't want to say anything with so many different things that are taking place, including when you think about that Planned Parenthood situation, because look how many babies that Planned Parenthood has murdered. I think over 300 million since they started, and when people go to, especially black women, when they go there, they're not trying to come up with no plan to help them save the baby. They want them to have the abortion. So when you have at least some of them that are willing to speak, I think that's a great thing.
Right.
That's a great thing. So you can check him out on Twitter because he is on Twitter with those
What's his name?
videos, and he's the one that did the video that said that the gay men booty holes are gonna burn off and catch on fire. That was him. He was the one that did that one also.
Ah.
So you got it straight from that pastor. Your booty hole gonna burn up and catch on fire,
What's his name?
baby.
What's his name?
I don't know. I think it was Manning, Pastor Manning. I don't
Okay.
forget what the first name was, but
I gotta
Pastor Manning,
I gotta
Pastor Manning, and Mark is on there because if it was G would have pulled up the clip,
right.
but G had to step out.
Okay.
So, uh, Mark, can you play that video, please? I think it's the last one, that last clip.
Are you there?
Mark,
Are you there? Are you there?
Mark.
Are you there? Are you there? Are you there? Where you at, Mark?
And I also I found a clip of a young lady that was taking lisinopril and her lips swole up. So super big, super big. Mark, can you play the clip, please?
I don't know if you guys joined us on Thursday, but Laverne ran down the major side effects of every diabetes drug that is in existence.
Because oh, that's it, y'all. That's it right there. That is it. Yeah, play that one.
I wish I could make this up. I can't. Mm-mm.
What was she doing?
Okay, she has high blood pressure. Now I'm gonna
Okay.
say this: I'm not a doctor, y'all. We just having a conversation, okay? She has high blood pressure. So a
Okay.
lot of times with black people, when they have high blood pressure and they go to the doctors will prescribe lisinopril.
Okay.
Lisinopril. Now, if you read the back of that bottle, that lisinopril, it will say this drug is not recommended for black people. But the doctor still will prescribe that drug for you, even if you're black. But that's one of the side effects of it. And it's not just that. Also, your tongue may swell up, to the point where you really can't breathe. Um, and it has so many dangerous side effects. So if you're on lisinopril and you're black, please don't take that stuff. It's not recommended for black people. Y'all saw that girl. Her lips look like she just left off of the Simpsons cartoon. Okay? So you don't want your lips to look like that. Some people, the top lip and the bottom lip swell up. So at least she only got one. But remember, if they give you lisinopril, don't take it. Do not take that stuff.
Don't take it. And what were the other three drugs you talked about last Thursday?
Oh, I talked about Jardis and metformin.
Metformin.
Metformin, the one that'll blow smoke straight out your booty hole like it's a rocket. You know, that stuff will have you running so fast to the bathroom. And
Woo!
when you get in there, it's like a hot rocket blasting out the middle of your ass. So if you take metformin, please be careful. Because a lot of the seniors that take it, if you say, "Hi, you're diabetic," yes. Uh, what do you take? Oh, metformin. Did it send you to the bathroom? Ooh, Lord, did it? you know, and not only will it send you to the bathroom, when you get finished, your ass just feels so oily and greasy from that drug. So, people, think about the side effects, check them things out, you know. And I was talking about that eye drop that they always advertise on TV on this end, and it will cause the retina to detach from the eye socket. So why would you want to take something that's going to cause your eyeball to pop out of your eye socket? So people need to really do their due diligence. This is all I'm saying, y'all. Do your due diligence. Um, Check out the side effects and make sure that that product is okay with you and works for you. If it does not, stop taking it. Stop taking it. Because some people will continue to take their medication even though it's messing them up until they get the next doctor's appointment. But if your lips are, if you took lisinopril and you got a set of lips that's like that girl on that clip, it's time for you to leave that stuff alone.
I know,
You
right?
know?
Extra.
Yes. Yes, it is. Truly is.
Well, let's
So,
talk about what they can take for these, since we're telling them what not to take. I will highly recommend clove water every morning, first thing in the morning, on an empty stomach. Definitely can regulate your blood sugar, helps you with digestion. Definitely do that. Another supplement that I take, it's called Qualia, and I've been taking Qualia since like 2018. They have Qualia Mind, they have Qualia NAD, and they have Qualia Senolytic. So Qualia Mind helps you with focus and precision driven thought, you know, just keep you ambitious and just on top of your game. NAD by Qualia, we all have NAD cells in our body. As we age, they deplete. NAD cells are healthy for recovery and just keeping your body and your health overall rejuvenated. And then there's Qualia Senolytic, which basically you take 2 pills on one day and you take 2 pills the next day, and that's it. This, older people have zombie cells. I've literally, Senolytic is brand new. I haven't tried that yet, but it's just to like kill your zombie cells that get into your body and they actually latch on to your good cells and they minimize them, which causes aging. So Qualia, I'll tell everybody, probably the best thing that I've ever, best supplement out of your outside of your normal vitamin C's and vitamin D's, but Qualia NAD and Qualia Mind. There's nothing like it on the market. All of your, astronauts take it. All of your, neuro surgeons, they'll recommend it. So try it out. It's Qualia, Qualia. Try it for your
Spell
health.
that again, Travian.
Qualia, Qualia.
Herbal. There's so many herbal things that you could use, you
Yes,
know, to
yeah.
help you also. And before you do that, please do your research. Oh, we have a clip. Oh, wow. Okay, play the clip, Mark.
Oh, it's right there. Oh, it's right there. Oh, it's right there. Oh. Oh. Oh, shit. Oh, oh, God damn. She let you wash my hair too when he was doing it. Oh, wow. Oh, God damn. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Looks
probably.
like she was enjoying that shampoo.
I mean, that looked like a big woman that hadn't had none in a long time. So, you know, shampoo, him, that manly hands on her, fingers on her scalp, sent her into another realm. But because if you was getting it on the normal, ain't no way a head shampoo gonna take you to that level. So that was probably her come up. She got everything at a discounted price. She got a happy ending.
Uh,
But good for her. I ain't hating on you, girl.
Community V for reposting this stream. Y'all repost the
Thank
stream.
you.
Okay, go ahead on Mark.
Diet, about their physical activity, about the way that they live their lives. We think that wearables are a key to the MAHA agenda, making America healthy again. And we are going to, my vision is that every American is wearing a wearable within 4 years.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. Following up,
Diet.
In a way, I've kind of given up on the Make America Healthy Again situation because I saw a 180 in RFK Jr. regarding the immunizations and vaccines, everything, the opposite of what he ran on when he, was also a candidate and then running alongside Trump. I'm disappointed. So I don't really. I mean, yes, I do agree with him getting rid of the red number fives and the yellow whatever
All
they are.
right.
Right, I agree with that. But in the totality, he just became another big pharma um, cohort, and I'm disappointed in that. I am.
Well, I think that with the agenda that he's pushing, the healthy agenda, I think that a lot of people are just not ready to accept that, because they have been so brainwashed to just believe, that everything is perfect, everything is okay. Nothing's wrong with your cereal, nothing's wrong with the red dye, nothing's wrong with your water, nothing's wrong with this. So I feel like he is really pushing and fighting, but I know he's running into a lot of opposition because I see it a lot. And um he just need to keep doing what he's doing. Keep doing what he's doing. Waking people up is it's really hard, and a lot of people don't like to accept things, and especially with people that are older and stuck in their ways. But keep pushing, and keep fighting because I'd rather see him in there than that big old man with that big old granny dress on, Mrs. Doubtfire look alike. Okay,
Rachel, whatever the hell his name was, can't
it's
remember.
the old man with the big
Right.
grandmama dress on.
Supposedly his
So
Rachel.
so I'd rather see our Robert Kennedy doing his thing, you know, than I don't know what the hell the other one was doing. I don't
We
even
never
know
found
what the,
out anything. We never found out a single thing
we
about.
never found. That's my point. That's my point. We never found out what the hell he was doing. And the one that had on that liked to wear the little green hat with the bald head, what the fuck was he doing? Nobody never knew. You know, he just was there looking like he's getting ready to sing or dance to his raining men and nothing. What was the purpose? What was the purpose of them being in, in the positions that they had, because we never saw them do anything. So at least with Kennedy, we know he is doing something. It's probably going to take a little time, you know, for him to get it together, but hopefully um a change will come. And I know people are upset that are getting food stamps because they made it so you can't buy like sodas and candy and sweet stuff like that with your food stamps, because they want people to really eat healthy, feed the kids good food, and not just have a whole lot of sugary stuff in the house. Now, they didn't say you can get it. You can get it. You just have to pay for it out of your pocket and not with the food stamp card.
Exactly.
Just that simple. It's just that simple, people.
Well,
So
I'm encouraging everybody to do for themselves. Don't wait for Robert Kennedy Jr. Don't wait for President Trump. Don't wait for anybody. Get out there and help yourself. Check in on yourself. Get a checkup. And most times, people already know what's wrong with them. They've been dealing with it for years, but just been in denial. So you know what's wrong with you. Go ahead and do what you need to do. Get in shape. Eat well. Eat clean. Do it for yourself. RFK Jr. can't save you. You got to save yourself. President Trump can't save us. We have to save ourselves. And that's all I'm saying. Look,
amen.
let's stop depending on whether they do or they don't. Because right now it just seems like they don't. And we keep giving them time and we still get they don't. So do for yourself. Don't count on nobody ever. It's like when you need help, look in the mirror. That's what you need to
And
do.
come up with a solution. Don't
Exactly.
focus on your problem. Come up
Exactly.
with a solution, people,
That's
because the
it.
solution is there. If you get that problem a break and you turn that problem a loose and focus on the solution. As old people would say, one thing about older people, they never matter what they was going through. A lot of them never complained about it. You will always hear them say, well, I just turned it over to the Lord and I'm believing him to work it out. Okay? I'm believing him to work it out. So
I'm a
if you believe in him to work it out, you don't go back for that problem. Okay. What you got to do is focus on the solution. So a lot of people out here are going through all type of obstacles. Okay. You're going through so much in your life. Everything is like a headache. But
yeah.
I'm telling you, focus on the solution. Don't worry about your problems, because your problems can come and go. We all have been through situations in our life where we just didn't know how we was going to, get through that
Right.
tribe and tribulation. But it's all about not giving up, people. Not Don't give up. Just hold on a little longer.
There you go.
Stay focused, and focus on what the solution is. And it may be a little easier than what you think if you just let all the problems go and relax your mind. Spend a little time alone, meditate, and allow the answers to come to you, what you need to do. because we all got to help ourselves. At the end of the day, ain't nobody coming to save us, but focus on what your solution should be. Okay? So I'm saying that to say we are coming to the end of this podcast show. And y'all leave your comments in the comment section. And we want to thank y'all for joining. And we will be back on Thursday. We just wanted to do a special
Well,
edition.
Thursday is the 4th of July.
Oh, shit. Oh, Thursday is the 4th of July.
Thursday is the
Well, I'll probably come back Thursday because I doubt it. I'm not like no damn fireworks. I'm not like no damn firecrackers because guess what? I need all my damn fingers. I'm tired of people lighting these damn fireworks and they shit blowing the fuck up. You see it all the time on social media. What about the video where the little boy went and put the little firecrackers in the grill and everywhere in the yard and his little ass blowed up the fucking van and scared the shit out the whole family, you know. So be careful, y'all, with them fireworks. And if you're shooting, remember what goes up must come down. So people,
there.
please put safety first. Safety first. Okay?
And
So
enjoy yourselves, enjoy your families. Take this, government holiday that they use to, make y'all flood the economy by buying fireworks.
yes,
But take this moment to, just reevaluate. Enjoy yourself, enjoy your family, relax. Because for me, I've been working so hard, I'm going to sleep all the 4th of July. So I'm like, look, just whatever you need to do, use this time, this day. And I guess since it's on Thursday, Friday is also a holiday as well. So now you got a 4-day weekend. Enjoy yourselves. And if we don't see you on Thursday, like Laverne said, put safety first.
yeah, put safety first, y'all. Peace out. Much love. Follow us right here on X. Follow us on Rumble. And remember to help somebody that really need it, y'all. I'm telling you, it will make you feel so good. Some people are so blessed. You have a roof over your head. You're blessed. You have food on your table. You're blessed. Some people are so blessed, but they are so miserable. Okay? So look out, help somebody. Sometimes it's the smallest little thing that you could do for somebody that will really make their day. And not only that, you may change their life because you don't never know. It could be just a kind word that somebody really needed to hear, you know? So reach out, think about somebody besides yourself, y'all. We know we got a lot of work to do in this country. We know it's not going to be a overnight thing. It's not an overnight thing. I mean, come on. Kamala, Joe Biden had years of fucking this country up. So nothing is going to be overnight. But I believe in time that all things are going to work together for the good. I truly believe that. And with hope, all things are possible. So I'm gonna leave that there because somebody need to know that. Somebody need a little uplifting, and y'all continue to fight, continue to be strong, continue to stay focused on what we need to do because you know some people it's we the people at the end of the day. It's all about we the people. It's not all about the elites. It's few of them, but our numbers are mass. So we are the ones that can really make things happen. Don't let nobody fool you. Don't let them tell you otherwise. We gonna send that vibration of positive thinking to the moon and back, y'all. And we get ready to manifest all positive things. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna manifest all positive things. Okay?
All the time.
And women, y'all continue to be strong because a lot of you all are stronger than you think. If you could push out a baby, okay, give life, if you could bring life into this world, you could change your whole life around and you can make so many great things happen. Okay?
So much money.
That part. That part. Just change the way you think. Changing the way you think will change your whole life. And stop being around negative motherfuckers. That's another thing, you
That
know? That part. Because I remember for years somebody that worked with me would always say, oh, they don't want to help us. Oh, they don't want to do this. Motherfucker, shut the fuck up. You know, sometimes that's what you need to say. Just look around and say, motherfucker, shut the fuck up being negative. Being negative, you know, because some of the main people that she talked about that said, hey, they don't want to help us, was when she left, was the main ones that came and did help us. So now I have to remind her that, motherfucker, you said they ain't want to help us. Now they helping us. So just get off the negative shit. Get out that negative shit and focus on the positive things. And I'm going to leave y'all on that note.
that
Put
part.
the positive things first. We're going to be positive, right? And we're going to believe that this country is going to turn everything around. We want them country. We want companies that have moved to come back to the United States. We want them back, okay? We want prosperity and great things taking place. We want the economy to turn around. Sometimes you just got to speak things into existence. Just
That
speak it to existence. Stop
that
telling yourself and stop calling your goddamn kids my best broke friend. Who in the
that,
fuck told you that shit was okay? You know, stop following negative fucking trends. You know, when I saw that shit, Travian, on Facebook, oh, that's my people with their little grandkids, oh, that's my best broke friend.
right,
Why the
right.
fuck would you speak that negative shit over a kid's life? Don't you know that words have power, motherfucker?
Real power.
Real power. Words have power. Stop talk about kids being, oh, that's my broke friend. No, you speak life over them. You speak life. You
You
tell them
speak
that
life,
they are rich. You
speak
tell them
life
that they are
over
strong. You tell them that they are more than a conqueror. You understand? Because with that type of talking, that's where, you know, how you begin to rebuild faith, because a lot of people have been so beaten down by life. Badass fucking relationship. Keep inviting the same tired ass motherfucker into your house. That's worse. Each one you get is worse than the last one you had.
right.
Leave them negative motherfuckers right where they at. If you
That
see a bitch on the bus stop, don't move him into your fucking house.
ever.
Now, if you want to go knock him down and have sex with him, you do that. But don't move him into your fucking house.
Don't even let them in.
Don't let him in, motherfucker.
That's
Take
your
him to the hotel.
it's your last line of defense. Don't ever let a man who you are not serious with in your home. A lot of
Around your kids.
a
Around
lot of
your
men will okay,
fucking kids.
let's go
You
back.
don't even know them
A
like
lot of
that.
men
A lot of them type of people like that are child molesters. That's why they want to come to your home with all them damn kids. Remember, you got 9, 10, 11 fucking kids. You need to spend some time with them children, okay? You don't did enough dick surfing, enough dick riding for everybody, baby. Just let that little twat cool down some and spend some time with your damn kids. You
I,
know?
like you said, you can speak life over your kids, or you can speak evil, or you can speak a spell over your kids, because when you talk, it's really spelling, which is why they call it a spell. So you have to understand how much power words have. And people don't realize that. So I'll always, reiterate to people, you can speak life or you can speak a spell. So
You can speak death also.
And
Because
that's the
all of it is
that's
in the
it.
power of the tongue. Like she
All
said,
of it.
speak life. Speak life over your kids. Speak life over your house, women. We trying to help y'all that are really broken. That are really broken and have been beaten down by life. You know, you've been moving from pillar to post. You feeling like nobody don't want to help you. People want to help you. Trust me, people want to help you. You just got to keep pushing till you run into the right person, okay? You got to run into the right person. And speaking of that, tomorrow we will be giving out food right here. Y'all can look at that address for Curly's house. We'll be right here. We're gonna start our distribution at 11. But you do need to come early in the morning, get your number, and sign in. Just come sign in. It's just that simple, okay? We have people out at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning. They're already set up with the table to sign you in. So if you need help, we're not going to take you through no red tape. Just come sign in. And when we start at 11, 11:30, whatever time we get through pushing them shopping carts out their door, you are more than welcome to get in line to get food. And please come and be grateful, because a grateful attitude gonna take y'all a long way in life. You know, some people are so ungrateful. Some people are so ungrateful. Some of them don't appreciate anything that anybody do for them. But let me tell you something. If you can't appreciate the small things, then how can you enjoy the great things that life has to offer? Some people are so fucking miserable. And when they come around you, they just want to make you miserable. They just some old grumpy motherfuckers in this world. And that's the truth about it. You know, that's the real truth. I think part of the problem, nobody ever tell them how fucking grumpy they are. You know? But trust and believe I will. That's where I come in at. I don't mind sharing a word or two with anyone. I have no problems with it. That
At,
part. And
at all.
facts. That
At,
part and facts. Okay.
so
So,
the most powerful conversation that you can have is that conversation that you have with the universe. That's the power you speak out into the universe, and that will be your reality. So just remember that little tidbit.
and what she means by that is just speaking positive things. Because when she talk about the universe, it's
Well, no, it's not even that. Everything is energy. So the energy of the words
right.
that you speak vibrate, and it becomes your reality because that energy is what you put out. So that's
So
what.
what that means, if you sit there and you say, you know, I don't think I'm never gonna accomplish anything, then
And,
guess what?
and you
That
will.
that's a low vibration. You gotta you, even though you don't see it. See, that's about faith. Faith is something that you can't see. You know, you can't see faith, but you need to have faith. So you have to speak life. I am great. I am wonderful. I am beautiful. You tell yourself things like that. It don't matter if you look like bad Mike, bad Fink, bad man. That one too. It doesn't matter. You still tell yourself that you are somebody and that you're beautiful to build up that vibration, that positive vibration. And that's what's important, people. So we're gonna close again. And we're gonna close again. It's like the second, third time. But y'all, thank you all so much for joining us today.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you for joining us. Travian, tell
G,
them
thank you, G. Thank you, Mark.
thank you,
Our,
thank you, thank you, thank you.
thank you.
So also, you know, if you got things going on and you would like for us to make an announcement, please inbox us. If you would like to come up on the stage, please inbox us. We don't care if you're white, black, Chinese, whatever in the hell you are. If you want to come up on this stage and talk, please just let us know. just let us know. Just inbox us, and I will be on my best behavior.
We hope. Because you never know. Because once you trigger Laverne, it's a wrap. You can hang it up. So come on here and proceed with caution. Because when you come, it's going to get crazy.
Yeah,
Trust me.
you know, yeah, I'm gonna be on my best behavior, okay? So y'all follow Travia on her page,
You
and
can follow me
like I
on
said,
at Free
like I
Trial.
said,
There
yeah,
it is.
follow her on her page. I know Mark is okay. Mark, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Appreciate you guys for tuning in on this special edition
Yes,
of Monday Night Hood Conservative. Like I said, I think we're going to do the show on Thursday. Is that right, Laverne?
yeah.
Okay,
I'm
but
not
it's
like no damn firecrackers. I don't even want to see them motherfuckers. I'm gonna be somewhere out of the way, baby. That's right, because I'm in Miami. You know they gonna be shooting. So I'm gonna
right.
be somewhere out of the way. Yes, I am.
So then join us on Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern on the Hood
That's
Conservative
right.
4th of July edition.
See
Uh,
you then, people. See you then.
later.
And when you come on, please retweet the show. Thank you very much.
Bye. Have a good
Bye bye.
night.
Hi, I'm Laverne Spicer, and I'm asking for your support today. Thousands of Americans struggle to get food, and they wonder where their next meal is going to come from. But I'm here, been working with them for over 25 years to provide food to people that need it the most, right here at our community food bank. So today, I'm asking you for your support. Please provide a contribution to help make a real difference in our community and to help us feed people. And you can do it right here. Donate today on Cash App. And you will see the link above.